If you're looking to earn between 11 and 13.5% by investing in loans from profitable lenders in Romania and Moldova, stick around. This video is for you. Today, we are diving into Nectaro, a regulated Latvian platform offering high-yield investments in audited and profitable lenders. We will explore the opportunities, risks, and drawbacks you should know before investing. Let's start with the basics. Nectaro is regulated by the Latvian financial authorities and focuses on credit lines from Romania and Moldova with loan terms between 12 and 50 months. Interest rates range from 11 to 13.5% annually, with longer terms offering higher returns. Since its launch last year, Nectaro has exclusively offered loans from in-house lenders under the Ecofinance Group, part of the Dinino Group, which also owns Nectaro. Both Romanian and Moldovan lenders have been profitable since 2021 and publish audited financial statements, which you can review on P2P Empire. In a recent interview, Nectaro's CEO Sigita Kotlare shared that P2P investors finance 14% of the Romanian loan book and 30% of the Moldovan one, with the rest funded by shareholder loans and local banks. This conservative approach contrasts with competitors that rely more heavily on P2P funding, which carries higher risk. Nectaro also offers a buyback obligation, ensuring you are reimbursed for loans delayed by more than 60 days. On Nectaro, you will also be able to invest in a business loan used to expand its group's operations in the Philippines. On the surface, the platform's offerings may seem similar to others, but there are unique aspects to consider. For example, Nectaro lists loans from Ecofinance, which had exposure to Russia. After the war in Ukraine began, this portfolio was suspended and only a fraction has been recovered so far. After our interview, the CEO provided a detailed explanation of the challenges related to sanctions and transfer limits, which we have summarized for you in our Nectaro review linked below. Another notable detail is that Nectaro used the infrastructure of the failed Do Finance platform to accelerate its launch.
3 years ago, when the times were better and the grass was greener. The Dinino company, these lending companies had experience working with the platforms, and they started to evaluate the opportunity to open their own P2P lending platforms to fund the growing lending business. And the first thing that they do, they look around what is offered in the market. Are there any companies in selling that they could buy? And Do Finance at that time was the company that had raised some investments. They also were subsidizing their own businesses, and they were started to apply for the license and started already to communicate with the regulator and then had already some work done. At that point, good idea was for them to buy already what is then started to make, like IT systems, the procedures, everything, and just move with that. During all the process and during the war started, the Do Finance gradually ended their business, ended their lending business, and ending also the platform business, but legal setup and IT setup still remained there. And then our shareholders bought what was left from the company, and we started to build from what we have, like IT, some skeleton, and also the legal framework and the legal procedures. And we moved with that. So we bought the company, changed the name, added everything that is missing from the legal, from the procedure perspective, and started to build Nectaro platform based on that legal setup that was there. We also did huge due diligence, legal due diligence, risk due diligence, everything to understand the business activity that they had, that Do Finance had in Poland and in Indonesia, and how they work with the investors. Our conclusion was that it was bad business case. There is no fraud, there is no anything, just was bad business case. And we gradually understand everything that comes with that, like the reputational risks, the disappointment of the investors. We gradually understand that already in the end of the communication with the regulatory. So I don't know, was it the best decision to do? Maybe we could survive and even have the same result without buying the already this ready-made setup. Especially now when we see the backlash of that. At that point, for shareholders and me joining in that period seemed like a fastest way and the shortest way how to build the platform. Currently, of course, I don't know, but what I'm sure that we did all the due diligence. There's like 3 legal offices doing and checking everything, and so that's what we do.
While there is no current connection between the two companies, this history is worth mentioning. Based on our research and the current state of the industry, I also asked the CEO about the currently non-existent group guarantee, which is a protection that investors might appreciate. Some of your competitors or very successful P2P lending platforms are offering a group guarantee, which basically means that in case one lender defaults and is unable to honor their buyback guarantee, the group is going to step in and other lenders within the group are going to repay those funds. And this proved to be a really solid protection scheme for some of the platforms in the last 2 years. And I was wondering if you have thought about offering this as well. And from my knowledge, you don't offer it, so I would like to know why.
Yeah, when we started, it wasn't really on the table because we started with only one company, with only one Romania, who is the main cash cow, or who is the company who is the oldest in the group in lending business and doing most of the lifting. Then we added Moldova, and now if we think about the Philippines in the future, in the next 6 months, it makes more sense. And we will be starting discussing this again because the investors are asking that, because we see sense in that. So this is something that will be on the table for discussion for the next year. At the beginning, especially starting only with one country, it doesn't make so much sense. We discussed that, but we agree to start without. Currently, yes, we are considering that, especially when we launch Philippines, and also because it's a new business.
Mm-hmm. Do you have already some sort of thoughts about the structure of the group? Because I know, for example, Russia is still a part of Ecofinance, and I think you would not want to have Russia in that group of companies. So have you thought about it already or no?
Yeah, shareholders currently are working and thinking about selling the Russia business or somehow moving it out of the group. So selling most likely to the internal partners. Because it's not, it is also something that is requested from the regulatory, and it's something that has been on the table. It is very super hard and long period to do it.
A group guarantee and additional statistical information about Nectaro's assets under management would certainly enhance the transparency for investors. When it comes to the user experience, Nectaro performs well. Registration takes under 10 minutes, deposits arrive within a business day, and you can either invest manually or set up an auto-invest tool based on your preferences. Nectaro also offers a smart reinvest feature, allowing you to reinvest early repayments to avoid idle funds. However, there is no secondary market, so you will need to hold your investments until the loans mature, which could take a few years. One potential drawback is pending payments. Since Nectaro processes payments with lenders once or twice a week, it can take several days to clear repayments and process withdrawals. While not ideal, this is fairly common among selected P2P platforms. Additionally, since Nectaro is regulated, the company deducts a 5% withholding income tax for most investors. On the upside, Nectaro offers interest rates of up to 13.5%, regular cashback bonuses, and no cash drag, a common issue on other platforms. It's also fully regulated in Latvia, which is reassuring for compliance-focused investors. That said, there is room for improvement, especially in transparency and adding features such as the group guarantee. If you're looking for a niche platform with high returns and investments in profitable Eastern European lenders, Nectaro could be worth considering. However, it's crucial to conduct your own research and monitor developments on the platform. Keep in mind that in today's economic environment, things can change quickly. For more details, including my exclusive interview with the CEO, check out our Nectaro review linked in the description below. Don't forget that P2P lending carries risks, so stay informed by reading our newsfeed. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe so do not miss out on the next one. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.